Hello, this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts with something very exciting. Today is the 31st of January, and on this 26th of January, Lavinia Stamps had their new release, and I ordered quite a few things. I also ordered things that weren't in the new release, and I did not order the whole bundle, but finally today the parcel have arrived. I've opened a little bit on the back, but I haven't taken anything out just yet, so I will quickly do this off camera to spare you with the rustling, and then I'll show you what I got. So here we are. One thing you always get, or two things you always get with your order, is a little chocolate. They've got different pictures at different times, and a little postcard, which yeah, you could use for journaling, or put in your collection, or maybe pop on a folder that you're using for your Lavinia stamps. I haven't used mine yet, but I've kept them all. So I have added to my collection of my Elements inks. I always found that the paprika red is sometimes not the right red. It's a bit more like a rusty red, so I got the Emperor red this time. I also got a replacement for my Sundan stamps. I don't know why, but the pad deteriorated a little bit. I never had any issues actually with Elements, but I just thought I'd get myself a new one. And then I got myself the russet orange. I think I mentioned that in a recent video. I have got the Distress Oxide Carved Pumpkin, but this is always too juicy for me to work with it properly, so I treated myself to this one. As I've been working throughout the years, I actually prefer the Elements now. I do like the Lost Shadow Distress Oxide and the Soot, and even the Vintage Photo is lovely, but otherwise I definitely prefer the Elements inks. But every crafter is different, so some people love the oxides, Distress Oxides and the Distress Oxide inks, but I found through time I prefer these. So from the new release, I have got these mushrooms here. They are called Thistlecap mushrooms, and I know they had other mushrooms in this set, ones that had sort of like an open cap you could see underneath. I didn't like those too much, but I decided to get these, and I know they will match with something else coming up in a moment. Then I bought this little set. This is called Forest Moss. And what I like about this one here is it's got different elements here. It's got these fluffy buds here, I don't know what they are, pebbles, and then it's got the moss here, so you can build up scenes. I've seen people use these stones to build up walls, so I think this will be very versatile, so I'm looking forward to using this. This is not from the new range. This is the Vine Branch. I got that because I saw a recent video where Tracy used that as a branch like this. I can't remember. Oh, I think she put the new bottles on there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using that for that. So, and I like to build up my collection of trees and florals, not florals, foliage, and even that you could use that going upwards like a tree. So I think this will be very good. So if you have seen the new release, you have seen the bottles. When I ordered these, in my head I had ordered the little ones that Tracy had in her video, but I just picked one set here. This is called Spellcasting Remedies 1. You can get a second set in this size, and then there is a set where these are actually smaller and you get 4 bottles and 2 lots of labels, but I just decided on this here. I prefer these corks to the more pointy one. That's all there is. So, and I thought one set would be enough for me. I've also ordered something to go with the labels here, but I'll show you that in a moment here. So this was one of the things I really wanted, and this is called Snail House. When I saw that, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely ordering from this release. And the reason why I bought the mushrooms, the ones I've just shown you first, they are the ones that are on the side here, so I can build up a scene where I've got more of them on there. And this has also got the little pebbles on there. So then something from the older releases, they might all be now, no, not quite yet. I've seen this and I had this on my wish list for quite a while. These are the Fairy Shops 1 and 2, and I had never really paid attention to them. I don't know whether I didn't follow Lavinia when they came out, but I saw a few cards on the Lavinia Facebook page and I decided to get these because I thought they would be really nice. And I'm thinking about changing, you know, masking the stamps here. Oh, sorry, yeah, the wording here, and then, you know, give them different names. Maybe even turn this one into a pub. For those of you who don't know it, I own a pub, and I thought this would be really cute, so I got these two. And then another thing that had been on my wish list for a while, I don't know why I never got this, is the fairy toadstool. I know there are different ones. If I come back to the postcard again, you can get these. They've got these little houses and windows there. I don't really particularly like these. I don't know, I think these look a bit like eyes. So, but the plain one I really like, and I thought again, in combination with this and these here, I can make some great scenes, so I'm looking forward to using those. Then another thing from my wish list, sometimes I order only a few things. I don't want to spend too much money, and then I put things on my wish list, which you can do when you're logged into the Lavinia Stamps website. You can create a wish list for yourself, and then every now and then I go back to that and order a few things. There are still a few things left there now that I haven't ordered this time, but probably will do next time. And that's this little fella. He's Bijou. He goes well with Gus, which I've already ordered the owl. There is another owl, but I thought, yeah, he was really cute. Too cute to miss out. And I've seen quite a few creations recently, so I thought, no, definitely will add him to the collection. Then another one that I thought I had already ordered, but then found I hadn't, are the 3 woodland mice. And yeah, I love my little mice. I love the dancing mice, but these are slightly smaller, and yeah, and they're not having a party as such, so they're a bit more naturalistic. They're also very fluffy here, so yeah, I'll be looking forward to working with these. Bit of a pity now that I'm looking at them that you don't have one facing the other way, but yeah, I will find something for them to look at, so that's really nice. Then I think this one was on my wish list, or I discovered it recently, but that's definitely not from this release. That's the lily, which I think is very pretty because you've got the open flowers there, so they're lovely to fill in. Again, I have seen quite a few creations with this, and again, that's one of those, when I mentioned earlier with a vine, one of those pieces of foliage and flowers that I try to add to my collection every time. Then I've got this one here, the fern heads. I can't remember whether they are new. I think they might be new. Don't quote me on it. I will link to everything below. And I know you can get these separately as well and just have 2. They might be a bit bigger, but I just got this set. And again, I've seen one creator use this recently and I thought it would be really good. Again, it's very good to fill pages, and I think it's versatile. You can have a woodland scene, but you can also use this for an under the sea scene. I think this is very nice. Oh yeah, and this is from the new collection. I was waiting for this. I have made a card which I will post on Sunday, and a Valentine's card, and I was waiting for this stamp here, love you to the moon and back, and then if I've got home is where the heart is. But don't forget, you can mask the little stamps off, so basically, or mask the sentiment off, and just use the little heart stamps. You can even cut them apart if you wanted to. I might actually do that with one. Maybe just cut this one off here, because I don't know how often I will use this. I could cut off the heart and use that separately. So yeah, again, it's one of those things that I want to add to gradually, are the sentiments. I sometimes think I never have enough Lavinia sentiments. I've got loads of other brands, But I found recently if I want to post anything on the Lavinia Facebook groups, I'm only allowed to use Lavinia products, and sometimes that's something that's missing. So before I forget, I want to show you this. I don't know how I spotted it. I had to have it still in the wrapper, so I've only opened the wrapper a little bit. I love hares. I think hares are my sort of chosen spirit animal. I have got a proper spirit animal, which is a Maybug. Oh, if you're not into spirit animals, don't bother about that. But I once did a meditation and the Maybug came to me. But I'm really, really drawn to hares. And I found this on the Lavinia website and I thought it was so cute. So, don't know if the camera picks it up. But yeah, I think this is lovely. And it's a moon gazing one. He definitely looks up. So you will find a special place in my craft room. So I just treated myself. So, and then I had in my big envelope, I had this cardboard envelope. I had to cut it open to get to this, and it just shows how well the things are packaged. And this holds all the bigger items. So I bought this sticker stencils bundle. It comes with 2 lots of sticker stencils and with a matching stamps. You might have seen these on some crafters websites. Joe Rice has worked with them. Heidi, the Yorkshire crafter, she's just done a haul video, so she bought the full bundle. Sorry about the noise. Let me just get these out for you. Yeah, can't remember if I just mentioned that. I've got brain fog at times. I've never worked with sticker stencils. Lavinia have quite a few on their website. But when I saw these, or when I saw the makes that were first released before they showed the products, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely getting these. So what sticker stencils are? These are stencils. They've got some stickiness on the back, so you can just stick them down. You don't need any extra tape. And you've got an outer bit and you've got an inner bit. So you can do some stenciling and you can do some masking. And I will definitely do at least one video. I will probably have a play tonight when I go to my local craft group. And when it was advertised as a bundle, I thought, yes, I'll just go for that because it was a good price point, and I definitely wanted the stamps to go with it. These stamps fit into the top of the bottles, so you can put a cork in there. So yeah, you've got the pointy one. This is the one I mentioned that you can get with the smaller bottles as well. This is a style I wasn't too fussed about. Maybe it'll warm on me, but I like the 2 ones here. Definitely do. So, and yeah, you can see the 2 shapes that come with this. This is a sticker stencil 7, and these are 4 in the set, and these are the sticker stencil 6. So yeah, these are like a 6x6, and this is more like a 5x7. I'll just get my ruler out. No, it's even bigger than that. So the actual stencil shape is almost 6 inches by over 8 inches. So I'll have a think. I'll probably have to make some bigger cards. Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was worth getting these. So, and then I got sentiment stickers. This is sentiment sticker 7. These are to go with the little bottles. Let me just fish them out again. Oh, they're here. So they can go on these labels. I'm sure they also work with the very small stamps. But yeah, I thought these would be nice to have. So they're clear stickers, and you just peel them off and can stick them on after you've created your work, or can even put them on and ink blend over them, so you've got a clear label or whichever colour you've got in the background. So you've got loads of names there, but also some symbols, and I think these are really, really cute. So yeah, so I've treated myself to those. And then this is not new. I've never had something like that, but as I said before, I don't have a lot of sentiments, so I got the sentiment sticker 6, and these are just words and phrases that you can put together, and they come, yeah, you can see it on the back there, they are in white and then this sort of sepia colour, and then in black, well, white on black, and this is black on white. So they call them journaling stickers here, but I think they're really, really good for cards. And also you can put them on cardstock, you can give them a bit of frame if you want to, and yeah, I think these will be good to use. These are new to me, it's a bit new to me to have that style, but I'm just trying to warm to new ideas and to expand the style I'm working in, so for that I thought it was worth it. So, and this is the last piece of my haul. I got myself some Lavinia Stamps watercolor card, mainly because I do have watercolor card, but sometimes the quality is not the one you want, and then you don't get the look you want. So even if you've got the right inks, you've got the right blending tools and the right stamps, sometimes the result is not what you want. So I thought I'd give these a try. As I said before, I will link to everything below. I think, I don't want to say how much it was, but it was reasonable. And these are 10 A4 sheets, and I will not use the full size, so I can cut them apart, so I can do at least 20 projects with these. And I thought for that price point it was worth trying this. Obviously I will let you know how I'll get along with this. And also my idea was with the sticker stencils, I wanted to try this cardstock knowing it'll probably tear less than other cardstock I do have. So yeah, that was my Lavinia haul. And yeah, if you're curious what I'm going to create with this, yeah, stay tuned. Also, if the video is not too long, I might just make a tiny little project at the end of the video. Yeah, I think I will do anyway. Just find a quick card, because that's another idea I had recently, creating more, quicker cards. Rather than having long projects, because sometimes we just want a quick card rather than spending too much time on creating something. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, maybe that's something you would like to do, so you can see what I create with all of these lovely things from Lavinia Stamps. Okay, so I'm back with my little project that I promised you. As soon as I switched off the camera after recording the haul, I was looking at the sentiment stickers, and I looked at some of them that said like "you enough," and there was another one here sort of like a positive affirmation, telling people, yeah, you can do that. And I had a thought about that, and I thought it would be nice to just make a little card that encourages people that are not so well off at the moment. I've got a few friends at the moment who are poorly physically, but also sometimes, you want a card that sort of cheers you up a little bit when you're down mentally. And then I immediately had a thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a little card that you can put in your pocket or carry around with you? And then I remembered that I actually have got little laminating pouches. I bought these in a local craft shop for just £1, and yeah, they're 50 pouches. I don't think I've ever used them for anything. The important thing, before I forget to say that, I say this now, when I'm going to laminate these, I'm going to put them between a folded A4 sheet. I would not put them through the laminator just like this, because you will have trouble. It might not come out the other end because it's so small. So I will just fold an A4 sheet in the middle and put this in between. And maybe because of the lack of heat, you might have to put it through twice, but I think that should be fine then. So yeah, so I thought I'd just create a little card. It's almost like an ATC. I think, yeah, this is an ATC size, but I thought it would be nice to just have a little something. And yeah, and then it was easy for me to choose my motif. I'm going for Bijou with Little Owl because he's very cheerful, and I'm using the vine branch for him to sit on. And I've got this flourish thing here from the, was it Fern Woodland set? I can't even remember now what it's called, because I thought that would be nice just to fill in the background. So what I've done off camera already is I have outlined my piece on, this is just a very thin piece of cardstock. I'll probably even call it a thick paper, because I want to laminate this. I don't want this to be too thick, because if the cardstock is too thick and you laminate it, you will have some funny edges in the pouch. It might not even close properly, so that's why I did that. But then I thought, because it's open on both sides, or visible on both sides, I quickly stenciled on the background. I put some vintage photo down. Sorry, should be holding it this way around. Vintage photo down, just some basic ink blending. And then I used my new Elements Russet Orange just to stencil over this with this stencil here. I will link to everything down below. Even this stencil, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, very basic stenciling. So now on this side I can do some more ink blending and then just the stamping. I want to keep it fairly simple because you don't have a lot of space. So I'm just going in with the vintage again. I don't even mind it being a very uneven, because it's just a background. I will go over the edges, although I will cut it down, but just in case, I don't want to miss any spots out. So, and then as in the background, I will just come in with my russet orange just from the corners. And this is like my Distress Oxide, fairly juicy, but not too bad. So just coming in from the bottom there. I also might still have a bit of excess there on the brush from the Distress Oxide, so I might have to give that a wash actually and leave that to dry thoroughly after this project. And I find the russet orange and the vintage photo blend in very nicely together. I think they go well together, and especially for the, you know, the theme with it, Bijou being a little owl. Just going down the side here a little bit. Yeah. And as you can see, it's got a bit of a pattern to it. It's not perfect, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Just putting these away. So when I'm stamping on these now, I need to make sure I turn it upside down again, or rather the right side up, because this is how I've stenciled on it. So yeah, I think, I'll tell you what, I'll put the branch down first. I think just about at the bottom there. Might even go across, going a little bit out of the line, so it's finishing on both sides. Then I would put him down, and then just come in from the side. I think that's all I need to do. I think I will do the branch in pine cone. That's the Versifying Claire, by the way, pine cone. So, and as it's a new stamp, I will stamp it off on my scrap paper just once to see how it stamps, just in case there is some residue on the stamp. Normally it's fine, it's perfect. I love all the little lines in this. This is just so detailed, absolutely gorgeous. So let me get that out of the way. So as I said, close to the bottom. No, I tell you what, I will turn it this way around, because I've got this long bit there and that might get in the way when I'm stamping the owl. So I'll always give that a moment for the ink to set into the paper. Don't take it off straight away. There we go, lovely. I could do some ink blending over this, but I'll have a think at the moment whether I want that or whether I just leave it as it is, because I really love the details of that. So Bijou, yeah, I will definitely stamp him in black. I hope he's a him. Could be a she. So again, applying lots of ink and stamping him off once. I tell you what, what I did forget is the VersaFine inks. They don't dry very quickly, so I stamped off here and then I put the card on it again, so I hope I don't have any residue on the back. Now I'm fine there, but this time I will definitely move it to the side. But again, all the details, I've missed out a little bit here, so I need to be conscious of that, giving that enough pressure when I put it down. But always lovely. If you've never worked with Lavinia stamps, they are great quality. If you're used to having silicone stamps that are so soft, and these are polymer stamps, so they're really sturdy and you can put quite a bit of pressure on them, but they also give you more details. So make sure he's not jumping on the tree and just sitting on it properly. But yeah, they're just lovely to work with. And I've seen a few comments on Facebook recently, where do I start with my collection of stamps? I'd say pick an animal that you really, really like. I started with the foxes, I think they were my first ones. Pick some sort of foliage or flowers that you can use, especially the pound stamps or the mini stamps that you can fill a card with. And then maybe a tree or so. But, you know, there's no rush. You can create cards with only a few stamps. And you can, if you find you enjoy this, build your stack gradually. That's what I've been doing. Wow, look at that. He's gorgeous. Yeah, so I will just, as I say, come in with a bit of this. I'm contemplating whether I want a different colour. Because this will be solid now, so I'm thinking about whether I want to come in with some green. I think I might do that. I'll try the shady line, whether that goes best with the vintage photo and the orange. I will actually stamp it onto my ink here and then I can see whether that works well. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I just maybe want to come in here. Oh, I put a bit too much pressure on there, so it's a bit fuzzy there, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes also, if you've got a lot of ink on them and you press too hard, you can slip a little bit. So be mindful of that. Even I still make mistakes. Having said that, I don't want to call it mistakes sometimes because, you know, it's part of the creative process. You know, nobody's judging you for how you do that. And if you watch me for a while, I leave these things in. I'm not hiding them. I'm telling you about them so that next time, as in with these two, I'll make sure I don't slip and these are stamped perfectly. But yeah, this is all I need to do to this now, I think. I think what I will do is have a quick think what I want to use if I do colour it in. I could either use the inks just with a bit of water and colour this in, or I could bring out my Kuretake pens or my watercolor pencils. I think they might be nice. I just want a little hint of colour, I think, but I don't want much. Oh, and what I must forget, that was the whole point, I must find some space for the sentiment. So but that would probably go on the top here. So let me have a quick think whilst I switch the camera off and then I'll be back. Yeah, so I just realised I should have zoomed in a little bit earlier. So I decided to just use my Elements ink, and I'm not using it with water. I don't want the card or the paper to bend, so I'm just using it with a dry stencil brush. I'm just picking up some colour here and I'm just going in here. And it is just a faint colour. I might actually use this smaller one there. It is just a faint colour, but it's just enough to set it off a little bit from the background. You don't even have to be super precise. Just fill that in a little bit. And I'm doing the same with Bijou, using the same colour. Again, I'm just picking it up here on the side. And again, smaller one might be better. Could use a different colour. Just contemplating whether I want a bit of red in there. I don't want to introduce too many other colours. Tell you what, I will just use a bit of the vintage photo just to have a bit of a variation there. I'm using the same brush. Oops, sorry if the camera wobbles. Yeah, I think that's just enough. Contemplating whether I want something for his claws and the area here. But what I will do first to judge that is I'm going to come in with my white gel pen. I've already had a little try here because obviously the eyes are white here, but because I had the background in orange and vintage photo, that's disappeared. So once I've put this back, could use a Posca pen. Some of my gel pens, they're not always cooperative. I think they clog up a little bit. Bear with me whilst I get a different one. So I've got another one here, and I might be better off just dabbing it rather than trying to create a line there. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So already we've got a different expression there, and now I don't feel like I need to fill that in. I just leave it as it is. So all I need to do now is to pick a sentiment from this set. Let me just zoom out again. Sorry, try to lift the camera there. So I think I might actually pick one here from the sepia background. I think that might be a bit better than the white or the black one. So again, I switch the camera off whilst I'm choosing that, and then I'll show you how to stick it on. Oh, and the other thing I will do quickly off camera is cut this to size. So I want this to be a bit smaller than the pouch so that I've got a bit of an edge, because we need an edge to seal this off. So I'll quickly do this off camera. I have cut my little card down. It's about 2 1/4 inch and 4 1/4, sorry, 3 1/4 long. But now that I've cut it to size, I realized I need a little bit more here at the top. So I'm just coming in with my stamp again and just fill this up just a little bit more, because it does look a bit bare now. I don't mind going a bit lower, because I know the sentiment will fill this. I'm just thinking whether I want second generation stamping. No, I'll just go with first generation. So I don't mind going in a bit lower, even if it does get covered. Do I want a bit on the side? No, it's an option, but I'll leave it like this. So I've picked a sentiment and I've just peeled it off the sheet, and then I've put it on my pokey tool. I've seen this Joe Rice do, and that's very useful. So I'm just putting this on here like this. As I said, you could put this on a separate piece of cardstock, but I want to keep this flat for the laminator. You could ink blend round it. You could go round it with your black pen. I might do that in a moment. So I think this is straight, but yeah, I think this is really nice. So I will laminate this off camera. I think I will make a few more before I put them through the laminator. And yeah, I think these are really nice. and a nice idea and a quick project if you're looking for something simple to start with. Yeah, and if you like this, you might want to give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of what I'm creating, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I'd be very happy about that. And I'll see you soon with another video.